What is it?
Thank you, man.
What is it about Donald Trump that you like that made you come out today?
Well, I just want to be clear. First of all, I'm an actual veteran, so I'm not one of those funny people. I'm representing all my friends and family that were either injured or did not make it until today. That's why I came out. I'm injured as I am, but it's not due to military service. What I like about Donald Trump, though, is he's a real American. He will fight for my brothers and sisters that are in the military. He will not neglect our country in favor of our enemies. And I also believe that he's a real human being. He's made mistakes, but when it's all said and done, he's an admirable person because he's not a liar and he doesn't deceive people. And I really feel that he will be a great president, if not one of the greatest presidents that we could ever possibly have. And not to mention, he'll make our country safe. He will bring out in all of us what we need to be brought out to be great again amongst all of us. So regardless if he becomes president or not, we have to become great ourselves.
Have you ever had any dealings with the Veterans Administration?
I have actually. I have been to the Veterans, it's over off of in Orlando, the Veterans Affairs place. I've taken friends there that were veterans. I've sat there for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours with them just sitting in a lobby being just completely neglected is the best word I can put. I've seen personally in my lifetime, whether it was our military, our police force, our just country as a whole has just been degraded and overall it's just been depleted. It's not good and it can't continue. And it's nothing against Mrs. Clinton or Mr. Obama, but they've done a terrible job. And that comes from someone who works hard with my leftover legs. I hate to put it that way, but I work as a mechanic and a landscaper and I work harder every day than most people. And I have nothing against Mr. Obama or Mrs. Clinton, but they do not work for the people. They work for someone else. Mr. Trump will work for the people. And I know that in my heart and in my mind.
Both of those jobs are extremely difficult for a kid with 2 legs. How do you do it at our age with 1 leg?
Well, you know, I'll give you a quick example. If I'm under a car, I get under a car, I do something, get back up, do like that. So that's just one little example. Sorry for the quickness, but I climb up a ladder with my legs like this. I do everything except for run. I do just about everything you can imagine. I'm just blessed. I speak a lot. I apologize. I was trached. I couldn't speak for like 40 days at one point, so I have a lot to get off my chest, so I'm sorry if I speak fast. But
go right ahead. What happened?
I was body surfing in New Smyrna Beach. I got severely stung by Portuguese man-o-war. I made it back into shore from past the breakers just using my arms. My legs went completely numb. The Portuguese man-o-war is 75% as potent as the king cobra rattlesnake. My whole system began to shut down, and somehow through the grace of God I made it. 9.5 years later, here I am. They gave me 30 minutes to live, and I have defied all odds. I've even done more things than I ever thought possible that I would be able to do. So I was in the hospital for over 100 days. I had walking pneumonia twice, MRSA, staph. Went from about 170 pounds to about 95 pounds. And finally I got out and slowly but surely started becoming myself again. And the first thing that got me back physically, believe it or not, I sit in this wheelchair with a push mower and I mow about a 1/4 acre of grass sitting in this wheelchair. So I mow a little, okay, I get this area around me, then I scoot up and I do some more. And if you ask anybody in Altamont Springs or Maitland, if they see the guy in the wheelchair cutting grass, they will probably start laughing. They've known me, they've seen me, I've been doing it for 7 years now. I can't get a leg for my insurance company, but that's hopefully going to get fixed here soon. If Mr. Trump becoming president. So,
if somebody wanted to hire you, where would they go?
My actual email address is jhamati, that's J-H-A-M as in Mary, A-T-I-E @yahoo.com. It's also the same email address, jhamati@gmail.com. My phone number is also 407-252-6281. I'm available whenever. I'm pretty much doing my thing now. I have a whole house to take care of. I have 4 animals. I do all the work inside, all the yard work outside, and I still have time to tell jokes to my friends and have a good time and go fishing. I catch a lot of bass just like this. I'm not making it up. I got the pictures on my iPhone to show you. I've been catching them for like the whole past month. So thank God, the only thing I don't do is I don't run. I do more things than you can imagine. I have no problem letting anybody ever record me if they think I'm just making it up. I'm a man of my word. If I say I do it, believe me, I do it, and I do it well. And I'm not being cocky, so I apologize. Sounds like
you're doing great, man. You're the best interview of the day, except for the blonde sisters.
Well, hey, I can't compete with blonde sisters, man. You know, I've been told I'm somewhat good looking underneath all this, but I definitely can't compete with no blonde sisters. So.
Well, we appreciate it. Thank you very much for the interview. Thank you for coming out. What's your opinion of Hillary and the whole? Well, pick any issue.
I mean, honestly, just to be, I'm using the word honestly, that's my biggest thing. If Mrs. Clinton would just come out and be a mother, be a grandmother, I think she's about to be, or if she already is, I'm not sure, I apologize. Just come out and say, hey, look, you know, we made mistakes. we did lie, we did this, and just have some credibility. I mean, people forgive each other, okay? But if you can't just even admit what you did wrong, and you want to sit there with a bold-faced lie, you know, straight face and lie to people when the evidence is overmounting and overwhelming, then how can you expect anybody to either forgive you or accept you? And people that are supporting her, they're not being honest with themselves. She's not being honest with them, and in turn, they're not being honest with themselves. So I don't have anything against her as a person. I don't know her. I'm sure she's a nice lady. I'm sure Mr. Obama's a nice man. But as their positions of, you know, president and Secretary of State, they've done some bad things. And that's okay if you do bad things in this world. We all have done bad things. But just admit your wrongs. Be honest. Have some credibility. And then maybe people would accept you more as a person and deny you less as a politician.
Thank you very much.